work for MrBeast, he's a sociopath. All right.
All right, jokes for food. I wish a philanthropist YouTuber would just give me 10K and not film it. Hey, what the hell happened to you? MrBeast, that's what happened to me.
What we do here is go back.
What's that one guy's name that used to do content like content police? What was that guy's name? He looks exactly like him.
I was gonna be the Carl took my job. Carl took my job. It's the worst production that I did to make me do.
Okay, I didn't know if the song was coming from the video or me. Jake Weddle acting erratic on.
Okay. Content cop from Temu back at it again. So just before I get into my
Content cop from
interrogation with former MrBeast employee Jake Weddle, a lot has happened since my last video. After posting it, I got hundreds of messages from former MrBeast employees, and I had them all like send proof of former employment.
Okay.
You know, just people showing their support or telling.
Just what? Oh, okay. Hold on.
And I had them all like send proof of former employment. You know, just people.
Just watch the video. I don't know if people are accusing you of not working at MrBeast, bro, but bro, I feel like you experiences with higher ups are the same as mine. And the way you mentioned specifically pitching ideas for the Facebook bars, 100 house, creating videos aware the whole. Okay, yeah, true.
Showing their support or telling their.
No, because some producers stuff. Much I can't survive. Listen, that's you guys more. Big thing I can talk about is how much other stakeholders had their time and energy wasted. I was asked to get doctors and orgs fired up about working with us, only to pull the rug on them after agreeing to arrangements. It's quite uncomfortable for me. Big reasons why I left, but not the biggest. There was just so much malevolence and hostility within the team. Damn.
Stories of you know, fake videos or.
Tyler Conklin on a set of saving 100 dogs bought one of the employees' dogs off of them for $10,000. In a weird power play to see if he could place someone enough to give up their dog instead of just adopting any of the hundreds of rescue dogs at the shelter. Tyler also forced the production to put this dog into the video so he could receive the free dog food and pet insurance for life, despite the fact that the dog already had a home and that he's very wealthy. Keeping a real rescue dog from being adopted and a new pet owner that could have used a free pet food and insurance from receiving it. Damn! What the hell?
Unsafe.
Okay, we're not gonna read all of them because I remember. I trust that these are all real and stuff.
I'm not really gonna get into those claims because, for one, like most people want to stay anonymous, which I understand, and also like I think most of that stuff's just been covered with you know the news coming out about Beast Games and everything. And also I have like more serious allegations that I want to start covering. Also, I heard from a very credible source that MrBeast has been sitting on a response to part 1 because he was worried if he posted it, I would instantly respond with part.
Oh my god. Is this the YouTube Kendrick versus Drake beef? Like my man is sitting on a response and he doesn't want to get Kendrick Lamar where this guy releases number 2 immediately and has a response? Oh
part
my
2,
god.
You know, like this is Kids Bop, Kendrick Lamar versus Drake. Also, I know MrBeast's secret CEO has been practically like harassing my people on, you know, hey, what's in part 2? What does he know?
He has people?
So I will just tell you, James.
This man has one other YouTube video. He has a team?
It will be in part 3, so you don't have to harass my people. It will be about serious allegations of sexual misconduct in the company and your direct involvement in covering up those crimes.
Oh, damn.
And I'll make sure to give you full credit and plaster your face all over the screen when we talk about that. So yeah, I've gotten dozens of messages from former MrBeast employees of very serious allegations. So I just want to put a call to action at the start of this video that, you know, if you have a story, you can DM me. Just make sure you send proof of employment first. Can I be
honest? He's cooking. He's 100% cooking. I don't want to be that person. It's a weird. I'm not defending it. So I'm just gonna say this right now. But I feel like when a company becomes a big enough size, I swear to God, there are always sexual harassment or assault accusations in the company, and the boss always hides it. Isn't that crazy? Like every big company this happens with. Like I just like the more people you get, the less like you can control shit, right? People just start doing crazy shit.
A lot of DMs, and like as much as I meme and joke around, like I take anonymity very seriously. So without explicit permission, I don't go public with anything.
No doxing, I like that.
Obviously, if it goes to court, I would hope they would censor your information from the court documents. I don't know. Oh, and former contestants too. That's another thing I heard after posting my last video is during the 100 Boys versus Girls video, I have people corroborating the same story that the camera guy who gave the girls a drone was making some girls feel uncomfortable. You
because they were
these
cheating.
Girls in a circle and make them sleep on rough turf and get them high on paint fumes and then you try to f them.
What?
Okay, that...
What? Okay, I'm not gonna lie. MrBeast is psycho like that. He does do a lot of psychological, very manipulation, like psychological, like messed up to humans, like low key torturing them to see how much until they can break, kind of activities. That is him. On paint fumes is wild, bro.
That seems really dark.
No, it's not dark. You're misunderstanding me, bro.
I think I am.
Yeah, you are. Because if the girl said no, then the answer obviously is no.
No.
But the thing is she's not gonna say no. She would never say no because of the implication.
Anyway, so that will be part 3. So, you know, MrBeast, do with that information what you will. I know
it's annoying you because it's off-centered. That's art, baby. That's art.
he didn't want to respond to those allegations. So
oh,
anyway,
sorry. Okay.
do information what you will. I know Chucky didn't want to.
I'm receiving DMs corroborating very serious accusations of sexual harassment, sexual assault, and sexual coercion. Oh, damn. Would you like to... Oh, I like this. He's doing journalist stuff. He's asking him if he has anything to say about it. Can we be honest? Chucky's initial response to the first video made it look so bad for MrBeast. Because he literally was nitpicking the dumbest details that didn't matter at all. Like, it's crazy. Anyways.
Want to respond to those allegations. So
You can't
anyway,
say
my
anything
interview
anymore.
with Jake Weddle, I chose to interview him because I thought he was perfect because he was both on camera and behind the scenes in 2019 and 2020. And also, what people don't know is that he came back in 2021 to be the sole contestant of a MrBeast video, which never got uploaded because it went very badly.
What? The sole contestant and it never went out. Oh, shit. Why?
He also knows about another portable document format who's...
Yo, guys, I hate this. I hate that we can't just say, like, pedophile anymore. Like, what's going on? Like, is the internet just censoring anything that has any, like, bad words in it? Like, I really gotta say portable document file? Like, what is this?
Working at MrBeast while actually on the registry. And I'll get more into that story.
Damn, while on the registry is fucking crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Video. So I got his DM, drove straight to New York overnight, did not sleep, just drank a bunch of caffeine. And I also only had one microphone in the interview, which he's wearing. This was just him talking. Also, like, final thing, people said my last video started slow. This video also starts slow. It builds up over time, but I'll do the retention thing and say, the ending will blow your mind. It's crazy. Yeah. Okay. Jake Weddle, everybody.
Yo, he worked at MrBeast. He knows.
Who, if you know me from MrBeast, I'm a deep cut. I'm in a few of the videos. Sometimes maybe purposefully kept to the shadows a little bit. I'm in the cutting room floor a lot of the time. But I've been in some videos. I've worked on a lot of them. I was there from 2019 to 2020, 2021-ish when I came back and did some more. I was there when they were authentic, and then I saw the transition to what I feel like is a company. He's like a TV.
Yeah. I mean, my man's trying to become a billionaire, right? Like, he didn't open up Beast Burgers and Feastables just so he can continue content creation for fun. Like, my man's trying to build a fucking empire.
Show now. It went from YouTuber guy with a camera.
I can't even say videos now.
Amazon. The culture around there was very unspoken, but there was a vibe. There was half the people who, if you made Jimmy happy, you were on the good half. And these people got random bonuses and were usually moved up, had more screen time. And then there was people who, if you had a disagreement or butt heads with Jimmy or just you didn't like it, you were the other half. And
that's why he fired that one guy in the other video. He fired that one guy that was telling him he should stop doing this like illegal lottery type stuff, and then he fired him and just replaced him with someone who would do it for him.
I consistently was in the half that Jimmy did. Jimmy doesn't like me. That's fine. I don't like him either. It's okay. That's just something to say. I don't like Jimmy. I hate you so much. He didn't want anyone to get more popular or have more of a way.
He shouldn't have said that. Okay, like, if you're being smart, you don't say that because then it makes your credibility look lower. Like he's coming out for Jimmy, right? Like, he shouldn't have said that. It's okay, it doesn't matter.
Oh, I'm doing my Twitch thing on the side. Don't do that because you could get famous and leave and talk about me negatively. And I could tell that the yes men were, doing well, and I was, disgruntled for quite some time. So I've talked to reporters, right, like publicly, and I've always had to choose my words very, very carefully because I don't want to say anything I don't stand behind, obviously. So I used to talk to people. I used to glaze Jimmy publicly for things I do genuinely think are true. But then it's like, well, how come you didn't talk about the working conditions? Well, I wanted a career. I didn't want to, you know, speak ill.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm not, hey, guys, I'm not even gonna lie. Even a part of me, this is how powerful MrBeast. Even a part of me is a little scared to upload and reacting to these videos because I'm like, bro, what if like let's say MrBeast gets cleared of all allegations and he's like still that guy 3 years from now, okay? And then let's say I pop off 3 years from now, and then he just never does any collaboration or something ever again because I'm reacting to this. You know what I mean? So a part of me is like, damn, like this could fuck me up. But like, who cares?
YouTube's golden boy.
Too long for me.
I'm blacklisted forever. I tell people I was talking to you, and they go, "Don't, what are you doing? You're gonna kill your career." It's like I have to, or I'll be sad. If this is the moment, we're gonna talk about it. So, as far as that, that's my covering up of why we didn't talk about XYZ sooner. But now you know.
What would you say is the fakest video that you worked on while you were there?
Fakest video that I worked on while I was there. This is
You're gonna
the
be
extent
okay
of the
too. I'll never be
fakeness
that
I
big.
was involved to. This is admitting to my complicity. I was a writer there, and we were working on a video. Crushing my friend's car with a rock or meteor or something. It was a rock or a meteor in the title of it. I can't remember.
Meteor.
He wanted to do a prank where, unbeknownst to the person, he takes a rock, crushes their car, and they're supposed to think a rock came out of space.
We're gonna take a meteor and we're gonna put it on Weddle's car. We're gonna take another meteor and put it on Marcus's car. Both of them have no idea that we're doing this. Weddle and Marcus are probably shocked. They had no idea.
And so that was the one and only time I had to, my car? What? And on the fly, I saw him, because Marcus was in that video. So Marcus is calling his mom. Marcus genuinely had no idea. He genuinely had no idea. But, so Marcus is calling his mom, and his mom's freaking out. And I'm like, oh no, they're gonna call my mom next. So I had to text my mom, who had to beg to get the title very quickly. Now I'm texting my mom, I go, Mom, I'm about to call you about the meteor thing. You have no idea? Be surprised. And then I hit send, and then they go, call your mom now. And I call my mom and I tell her, and oh, she should have got the Oscar. Oh my God, on the fly, she goes, what? I'm on vacation. Mom, my car has been destroyed.
Wait, what?
A meteor hit it.
Jacob, I'm on vacation. Do you understand?
Yeah,
Damn,
I did that video.
W
It was supposed to
moms.
be $10K to put a down payment on a
This came back from school not like is
new
back
car.
home school's
They
not looking
wanted me to
best.
get, like a big flashy new car. $10K was supposed to be a down payment. And I can't afford
You at
a
school
big,
right
flashy
now?
new car
Isn't it
'cause I work
summer?
at MrBeast.
Sorry, I missed this.
I can't afford a big flashy new car because I work at MrBeast. So I couldn't get anything I couldn't afford the taxes on.
They don't.
I couldn't get anything
They don't
I
get
couldn't
paid
afford the
well?
insurance on. And I can't afford a big flashy to get like a big flashy new car, $10K to put a down payment. Yeah, I did that video, and they're supposed to give me $10K to put a down payment on a new car, and they wanted me to get like a big flashy new car. $10K was supposed to be a down payment, and I can't afford it.
A 10K is not enough for a flashy new car. What the hell? No way, MrBeast. School started yesterday. I see. Shit. Back on the grind.
Big flashy new car because I work at MrBeast.
No, people at MrBeast don't get paid well. Also, like you're gonna destroy their fully functional car and give them 10K to buy a new car, and then say buy a flashy car. No, you're nuts, bro.
So I couldn't get anything I couldn't afford the taxes on. I couldn't get anything I couldn't afford the insurance on. So I do my part of the video, and I get a mom van that I could afford. And Jimmy was like, "Why didn't you get a cooler car?" I was like, I can't afford that, bro. Come on, what are you talking about? If I was working on a TV show in the 90s, on a show that was a
What is Jimmy doing, bro? Why do you just buy him the fucking car?
quarter as successful, I could retire today. But now I make dog shit pay, making gajillionaires more money. And I just walked into the writer's room, and that's one of the reasons why I left, was because I just walked in there and asked for not necessarily a gajillion dollars, but maybe
What did you ask for?
a salary that was more proportional to the work I was doing, given how much revenue that work was doing.
That's tough. That's tough. This is the honest truth of corporate America, guys, and just corporations in general, bro. They're gonna try to pay you the least they can get away with every single time. And if you actually want to be paid your value, they would make no money. Like, think about that. If you were actually paid, if every single worker was paid their value, the company would make no money. because they have to make money off what you produce. So like, let's say you like statically produce $300,000 a year. They can't pay you $300K a year. They're gonna try to lowball you as much. You know why? So it can go in their pockets. So he'll never get paid his actual value. Like if he makes the company $200K a year, he's not getting paid $200K. He's getting paid fucking $60K. It is what it is. That's capitalism, baby. Honestly, I don't care. I don't watch stuff with. I don't understand. He's too young for this.
And then, you know, I talked about that, and I talked about the Writers Guild and how this is what Writers Guild industry standard is for the streaming internet content with ads. I thought that was the closest thing to YouTube, and I didn't even bring up residuals, because oh my god, if I got residuals for every video I worked on, boy howdy, I could retire. But yeah, the other thing I talked about was there was another writer there, older comic, black guy. He had a kid. And I got paid more than him, and I thought that was wild because he was older than me, had a child. We're doing the exact same job, and I'm some 20-year-old fuckhead white guy. Why am I getting paid more than him? I brought that up. And one of the things I didn't like about the way some of the Beast stuff shook out was...
Dude, I did not know people at MrBeast were making no money. Dude, they were all broke or what? You know what it is? It's like that allure of working for MrBeast. Like it's like that prestige. Like people are so like you need money in life, right? So like I'm not saying that they don't need the money, they're not trying to work, but it's like the idea I get to work for MrBeast. Like maybe I can get $1 million off this because he's like one of the richest guys alive, right? But then he just abuses them and pays them nothing. What does the shirt say? Something poop.org?
I feel really guilty about the way this like shook out.
Damn.
Yeah, I was talking to this other writer, like, it's fucked up, you know, that's how the pay is, and I want you to get paid more, you know, because you deserve to get paid more. You know, I don't have a kid. And he didn't want to rock the boat. He desperately didn't want to rock the boat. He's just, I like my job. I like, you know, because when you grow up with, you know, nothing, not to say that he did, but I know I did, you know. You get a little something, you don't want to lose it.
Yep.
So he didn't want to rock the boat. But he said, hey man, if that's how you feel, you know, like if that's like, I trust you. He stood with me. He went to that meeting with me.
Oh my god, did he get him fired? Did he get him fired?
And I said my piece, and he backed me up. I said, I need XYZ or I'm out of here. And they said, bet. And they gave me a severance check the next day. And they gave him a severance.
Oh, fuck, he's about to say, and they gave him a severance check? Bro, if that's not a power move, I'm not gonna lie. That's some fucking boss shit. That's some boss shit. That will shut down. This is why unions exist. This is why unions exist. Because that will shut down anyone. Like, that's a power move. If the company's like, nah, fuck you, we'll find someone else, and they fire the both of you, give you a severance check, bro. Now no one's ever gonna come. That's tough. Working for $1 million, not getting paid, just sad. That's tough. That's yikes.
Severance check the next day. And if I knew
that you were getting fired. Yeah, he feels guilty for this. Holy shit.
If I knew he was gonna lose his job too, I wouldn't have done it. Me, I was over the moon. I was like, you're gonna give me a check and I get to leave?
Bro?
Yeah, I don't get to deal with the yeah. How many Orbeez can I fit up my asshole every day? You know, and I get to go home and you're gonna pay me to leave. I was over the moon. And he was devastated. He did not want. I said he just wanted to be in the room, you know?
Damn.
And I really regret that.
Damn.
But you know, me and him are really still tight. We're still good friends.
That's good.
Is he doing good? Yeah, he's doing good. He's a good guy. I love that guy. He's doing good.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad he landed back on his feet.
Honestly, best thing I could have done for him. Now that he's very, very far removed from all this crazy shit, I guess.
Do you think Jimmy really enjoys doing good and helping people?
I think Jimmy
Wait,
wants
what? Wait, what is this edit? What is this edit?
Now that he's very...
Why does he have a hat on and then he doesn't have a hat on? And it's like a different camera. Weird. It's just weird. It's just weird.
He's very, very far removed from all this crazy shit, I guess.
Do you think Jimmy really enjoys doing good and helping people?
I think Jimmy wants to be the best YouTuber. I think he is laser focused on
and he's willing to do whatever it takes.
And I think whatever he has to do to achieve that goal, he'll do.
Yeah.
And I think it was the smartest decision for him that he calculated, because he's very good with numbers. If I donate to charity, people can't say I'm shitty. If I donate to, if I give this homeless guy 10K, what do you mean I'm a bad guy? But I've always thought, if you're going to do something nice for somebody and you stick a camera in their face while you do it, then you didn't do a nice thing for somebody. You gained something. There was a homeless guy on the street.
That's a hard one. I think everything in life is transactional. Almost every single thing is transactional. Even a gift. Think about a gift. If I give you a gift and I'm like, don't worry about getting me back for it, it's still transactional, because like, what am I giving? What am I getting? I'm getting like your kindness. Maybe you're nicer to me. Maybe you'll think about me in the future for something else, right? So like everything is transactional. Now the question, is it morally, like, if he does it so that he gets, like, you know, people look at him better morally, is that messed up? But he still did the good deed? It makes it less genuine. Because it's less genuine, it's not as good. It's not like, oh, I'm pure good. But it's also not terrible. I would just be like, okay, I guess at least you fed all those people, or you got all those people cured and stuff. That's a tough one.
And you saw an opportunity.
Every time he shows up, you can't take him seriously. It's because he's in this content cop uniform. But other people then don't invest in you because you gave a gift to someone. Yeah, true. Does good really exist?
For yourself and your image.
True good, exactly.
And
I don't know.
You gave one guy $10,000 who needed it to eat, and now the revenue you generated.
Oh, is way more. I see. Like, he gives away 500,000. That's like a business move. But yeah, I get it. He's saying that, like, yeah, you might have create a water source for all these people, but you made so much more money off of them, right? And then, like, that's tough.
From that video is way more than what you gave. I think when he's generous on camera, it's the least authentic thing in the world. There's an element of, you know, oh, hey, you're crying. That's so good for camera. You know, I'm so glad if you're crying because you're so thankful that he loves that XYZ.
He loves that.
And then you go, oh, I'm so glad he needed it that bad so I could come in and, oh, can you cry more? Oh, it's so good for the camera if you could. Oh, it made me uncomfortable that I was working there, and I didn't like it, and I vocalized it sometimes, and I think that's why I wasn't on camera as much as they said I was going to be. I was told at one point that I was going to be like fourth banana, you know, it was going to be Jimmy, Chris, Chandler, me, you know.
Damn.
And that never happened. I remember talking about that, like, hey, I thought my contract said XYZ. And then I got the severance checks. So
why was he so, I'm not gonna lie, why was he so popular? I'm assuming you guys probably don't know too much about him, because I don't. But he was really popular. Like, to be like even considered fourth, you must have had a background.
Oh, that regard.
So after your severance checks, how was your relationship with the company? I know you appeared in videos after that, right?
Right. So in videos where I was appearing in later, that's why you keep nice publicly. If you're nice in public, hey, Jake was nice in public. Let's have him back for something. You know? Yeah, sure. So I was hoping they call back.
Yep, he'll never get a call back now. GG's.
I appeared in some videos after I left. I think one of them was 3 days in a maximum security prison. If I did do mini challenges in that, I got paid. I was, you know, clocked in with a rate, and I would get paid and compensated for those. But there was one video I was in. I got paid a lot for it, but it didn't come out. It didn't come out because it didn't go well.
Oh, but he got paid. Okay, I mean, that's cool.
There was a video that came out probably like a year ago, something like that. It got a lot of hot water when it came out. It was the like surviving like $10,000 every day you survive in solitary, or surviving solitary for whatever. It was one of those solitary confinement videos that got a lot of media attention because everybody saw the premise and thought, what? You shouldn't do that. And people don't know that was the second attempt.
Oh.
The first attempt was on me.
Oh. Ooh.
And it didn't go well.
I hope MrBeast don't turn into a monster like those videos. Dog, MrBeast, let's be honest, bro. He's a businessman through and through. The thing is that, like, a part of his business is his persona and making him seem like this charitable fucking great guy. But there's a lot of, I think, behind the scenes, he's not that guy. And I think that's what's starting to come out, is like, he's not this guy that everyone thinks he is, which is like this generous fucking like Jesus Christ type figure, just giving away money and just changing everyone's lives, you know? Yeah, is it gonna change my life? Nah, I don't know. I'm associated with Mr. Beast. But yeah. Is it gonna change the perspective? Yeah. And that's what's important to him. Whether or not this changes like people's view of him. Damn.
I was already planning on moving to New York, and I had worked at a couple of YouTube companies after Beast.
Oh.
And I had a little bit of change in my pocket, the most change I had in my pocket ever. Small potatoes, compared to Beast bullshit. But I thought I had enough to move to New York or whatever.
Damn.
And I get a call from somebody over there, and they go, "Hey, they want you for a video." I was like, "Oh, amazing, great, cool, thank God." What's the video? And they tell me the pitch. And they try to make the pitch sound like it's going to be like a walk in the park. The pitch is 100 days in solitary confinement. But
no way. 100 days in solitary confinement is fucking hell.
Don't worry, like you only have to last like 30. We have like a video. They're pitching it like at first it's going to be like a luxury vacation. You're going to have like a hot tub and an ice cream machine. And like part of the video is going to be you deciding like what items am I going to get rid of, today? And they had like the choice. They were like, it's only going to be bad for maybe the last like 5 days tops when you have like nothing left. You're the first, it's going to be like a breeze for most of it. And by the end of it, after 30 days, you're going to get $300,000 because it's $10,000 a day. And I don't know, man.
Oh, okay, but okay, I thought it was a 100-day challenge. Okay, whatever.
I grew up poor in North Carolina. I said,
you can't take the other guy seriously.
Excuse me? I'll dance for you if you put that kind of...
He wasn't wrong that this is really slow in the beginning because it's just straight up interview. But okay, it's cool to hear from behind the scenes. Like, he's just using money to like persuade these guys. Like 300K? Brother, you give me 300K? I'm blowing Mr. Beast. What are we talking about here?
Money in my face? Sure. They were like, you're going to be locked in this room, and we got to make sure you're on all the time.
I get it.
And you're perfect for this, because you never shut the
just
fuck
lie.
up. On paper, I was like, okay, I can do this. And they always cut me out of the videos. They always, and I was, editors had told me that it's because you have too much of a personality. And so with this video, I thought, this is perfect.
Too much personality? Like, they don't want him to become too powerful. That's what it sounds like. They don't want him to be like someone of value in the company. That way, like, they can just get rid of him if they have to, right? Bro could buy nukes and nuke the world. True. Mr. Beast do feel like a rich kid. Yeah, it does. It feels like someone who has too much money and just willing to like psychologically mess people up for money. It really does.
It's a video they can't cut me out of. I'm the guy. And so I thought, well, if I have to do this, if I have to do solitary confinement in order to do the things I want to do, then I will do that. That I held my tongue and I swallowed my pride and I tried to do one last ride. And I get there. And at first it's fine.
I hope he got 300K though. Let's be honest. He got 300K. It's lit. And
I mean, they had just freshly painted the set. You could smell it, which that's probably not good. The smell of fresh paint in your surroundings.
True.
It looked good on the visual. It looks good on camera. It's movie magic bullshit. It was a terrible facility. I mean, it was in one of the studios. They had to get a separate tank for septic stuff. Yeah, there was a hot tub in it. Yeah, there was an ice cream machine. Things were cool and funny on paper.
Who cares?
But when you think about stuff, a hot tub that's not connected to a filtration system, give it 3 days, it's gonna stink. There's not a hot water mechanism, so the hot tub was a lukewarm tub at best, which was a silly complaint, but the shower was always cold, and you're taking a quick shower, and I had cameras 24/7 on me, and the ice cream machine, let's talk about that for a second. The ice cream machine has 2 modes, on, and off, reeking of smelly dairy mildew.
Damn! Not the ice cream machine. Damn.
So I got to choose which sense was assaulted at a time. I couldn't have all of them good. So the little thing started to build up. There was the bug thing wasn't terrible, but it was a factor. And at first it was fine, and you're playing it up cause,
even he's getting bored. I'm not gonna lie. Look at this. He's like, man, just go on. I'm just kidding.
That's a video. And it got to a point where they weren't turning the lights off. You know, I asked them, I said, can we like have like nighttime hours? You know? And they said no, because it would fuck up the time-lapse shots. The time-lapse of what? Me sleeping? Or me not sleeping? Yeah, I saw in other videos they did like, oh, you're gonna get XYZ hours of sunlight. Oh, great! Well, I don't know how they figured that one out. I didn't have it.
Ah, they learned. They learned from him. They said, oh shit, this guy, oh god, he's crashing out. Because I'm so curious to see what happens at the end of this. Like, I'm actually so curious to see, like, why didn't they put up the video? Did he just crash out?
You know, one of the things was you got to take away your clock, so you didn't know what time it was. Okay, I got no access to sun. I got no access to clock. I don't know, like, the lights are on me all the time. I wasn't sleeping. I could not sleep, and I have insomnia problems now. But they might have started there. I had good people looking out for me. I had a lot of good people
Yeah, I'm not trying to be mean, but damn, this guy has no chin. Okay, GG's. Okay.
looking out for me, saying this we gotta stop. So I just wanted to turn the lights off, and I'm vocalizing to people. I wish the lights would turn off, and I go up to my friend, my good friend.
You guys notice it, right? Like, it's not just me. I'm sorry. I just notice it every time. Like, this shit, like, look at this. It kind of like, his neck and bottom, it just combines.
I go, they're not turning the lights off. He goes, what? That's a war crime. We're not allowed to do that to terrorists. Oh, good.
Let's be honest. You think the U.S. isn't willing to not turn the lights off and stop people from sleeping when they're torturing them? Yeah, right. Come on, bro. We all know, every single nation out there, if you're torturing someone for information, one of the first things you're doing is fucking sleep depriving them. That's like one of the worst of all time feelings. 100%.
24 hours breaking the Geneva Convention, I guess, is what we're doing. So,
I didn't want to be the one to say it. Like, I didn't want to be the one to say it. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. I'm the only one willing to say it. Okay, I'm doing it for y'all. Okay, I know you all see it. Okay,
they're giving me.
I'm trying to be nice. Thank you, Safika.
You know, it's not helping. You know, and then Jimmy would come in like every other day for like an hour, you know, to check in on me because he's doing other stuff. You know,
Are you alive? Yeah. All right. Let's do my bit for the video. Bada bing, bada boom, and I'm gone. That's literally him in every video. I've realized MrBeast is not even there for shoots anymore. He's there to show up and give them the money and dip.
The guy in the cage over here. He'll come back to me in a minute. And so he'd come by, he'd get the shots, he'd leave. Sometimes he'd have a note for the director over the phone. That would really piss me off. This is the note I got from the director, from Jimmy, when I'm receiving some cash. He said, Jimmy said, can you say to the camera how thankful you are that now you can pay back your student loans?
What? Dog, first of all, there's a director. Also, there's someone telling you to tell them, like, what to say? What?
You know how hard it was to do a take of that?
Yeah, that's a lot of lying. That's a lot of lying.
And pretend to make it genuine.
Like, damn. Yo, Jimmy, thank you so fucking much, man.
I don't want to have student loans. I don't want to be in a cage. But Jimmy's the guy with the money, and if you do what he says, he'll do what you want. You want your student loans paid off? You just be in this cage.
Got your money. You got power.
You have power over people. When one person doesn't have
money's power
resources, and the other one does, and they hold it over your head, and you go, of course, yeah, I agreed to it. I needed it, of course. And just something about like having the cameras on me all the time. Like I was not having a good time, but we were filming.
Before we keep going, I feel like I'm being tortured watching this. Not in a bad way. I don't hate the video. The video's good. But dog, like, I feel like I'm in an interrogation room. Like, at least spice it up for us, you know what I mean? Like, show a little clip of you reacting, of one guy with this side, one guy this side, like, the background, there's some shit, like, people, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just something, bro, this is, okay.
A video.
Doesn't it look like we're watching an interrogation, damn near? Goddamn!
I'll try my best to be funny, you know? I'm a dark comic, you know? I got bits about, I had a very traumatic life. I have, my dad is in jail for sexual assault of a minor, you know, so this kind of stuff is very near and dear to my heart. You know, I don't fuck around with this shit. Yeah, I have jokes about that in my act. You know, I joke about it because that's what you do in a traumatic experience. You know, abusive relationships. I get out of it. The first thing I do is I do a typing about it. You know, so I'm in this situation where my mental health is not good. My physical health is getting worse. But we're filming.
Yep.
So I'm doing bits.
What if this is just me on stream, guys? Like if I do this long enough, maybe one day I'm gonna just hate myself and come in here and be like, all right, everybody, welcome to the stream. Hey, well, how y'all doing? And then when I'm off stream, I'm this guy.
To the camera. And I'm being, you know, like, hey, it's been a couple days. I'm not doing so hot, you know, which if I'm filming a video, that's what I should be doing for the camera, but it was too real.
Him casually dropping trauma. Yeah.
Why couldn't we fake this one? You know, if we're allowed to let...
Wait, that's such a good point. Like, if you were gonna fake a part of the video and like a big part of the video pretending you have like whatever and doing 30 days instead of 100 days, you might as well fake the whole goddamn thing. You might as well fake the whole goddamn thing.
These cast members have some time off of this difficult challenge. How come we couldn't turn the lights off? How come we couldn't maybe not have some time-lapse footage for 10 seconds?
Did you try to get out?
Yes! I was starting to calculate, I don't know if I could do 30. How much can I, well, how can I manage to get out of here sooner and still have a video and still have some cash and get the plug, man. I did. Since we're doing time-lapse shots and since they insisted on time-lapse shots, I said, all right, we're gonna do time-lapse shots, bet. I put my YouTube on with the whiteboard they gave me. And I was like, all right, yeah, go ahead and scrub that footage. You know, you got that whiteboard. Oh no, either that goes in or this footage is unusable. And then, you know, James Warren came in and erased it. You know, fucking, yeah, don't put that. Hey, we can torture him. Don't you dare let him get a plug in there. You know.
Damn. I'm not gonna lie. If I ever did MrBeast shit, I'm plugging the fuck out of the stream, yo.
Like we were playing up the joke. You know, it's like I'm the boy in the cage. You know, whatever. Like I'll play into a joke. Whatever. It's fine. It's just something weird about when Jimmy jokes. I have jokes about my dad because I love jokes with my dad. I'll joke about my dad all the time. That guy's a piece of shit. I hate my dad.
Okay. I was about to say, he was telling me, he was saying his dad was in jail for like assaulting a minor or some shit. And then he's like, oh, I love joking with that guy though. And then he's like, yeah, he's a piece of shit, bro. This guy's hilarious.
I have friends that make fun of my dad. That's fine because I know their intent. I know where they're coming from. When Jimmy joked with my dad, and I said that to seem weird. I don't like it. We were doing one of those hide and seek videos. Again, you know, at the time they were a lot realer. So I got caught, and when you get caught, you know, you go to the place where you get caught. And I don't know if there's footage of this. I don't know if, you know, I definitely didn't make the final cut. But he says to me, all right, you're going to jail, you know, like your dad. And like,
that triggered the fuck out of him, yo. That triggered the fuck out of him. You think you getting screen time? You know what? If I ever get in a MrBeast video, I'm gonna be the star. And then that's how you know I'm not getting screen time. Because anyone that becomes a star and outshines the boy Jimmy, you're gone. Okay? It's like you're either there to be his perfect acting slave, but no one can come out of this winning. Like, you gotta be like you're there for him. Like, he wants you to do whatever it takes to make this video the best video on earth, and then you get the fuck out of there. Don't ever contact him again. You wish, little boy. Oh boy, I would. Oh my God, I would. Anyways, Jimmy is not a funny guy. Can we be honest? MrBeast is not fucking funny. He has no charisma. Everything that comes out of his mouth only comes from the fact that he has hella money. The only reason people respect him and listen to this dude is because he has hella money. So I'm not gonna lie, you did not just say hello little pedo. You're so lucky I allowed this comment. I allowed you to say that shit, but you did not just say hello little pedo, bro.
It's a joke. But when my friends do it, it's fine. And Jimmy just wasn't my friend.
Jimmy's not funny.
He was my boss, and that wasn't cool.
Yeah, that crosses boundaries. Your boss can't be talking about like making fun of the fact that your dad's in jail.
So now, I'm locked in a cage at his whim. And I have to do things to get the cash I need to live. And I got these cameras on me all the time.
Some people are gonna hate him for this. Because like I can already imagine the comments. Like, oh wow, you want to be trapped in the cage for 100 days so I get a 300K? And I'm like, people don't understand, like, this shit is torture. Like MrBeast videos is literally torture. Like you think about it, all this grit and grind. Can he do it? Can he do it? Is literally, is he willing to torture himself enough for it? That's really what he's asking.
And I was unwell. I had editors coming up to me saying, "You good, bud?" And I was like, "Yeah, why? You're clearly unwell." And he goes, "Well, because the footage you're sending in is haunting. Because I'm trying to be funny, but I am mentally decaying, so I'm doing bits." Someone said there is a horror cut of a video in this. And I'm sitting like, who's watching this? Like, who wants to see this? What is fun about this, the video?
It's literally torture. MrBeast is literal torture. Oh, you're going to school now? Thanks for stopping by, Lillian. I actually appreciate that so fucking much. Have a good day at school.
So
Don't call me a pedo ever again.
I gotta get out. I can't do another day in here.
Even in podcast, I feel like his teeth are trying to escape his mouth. Bro, he's the fakest smile on earth.
I was like 2 or 3 or whatever. He's like, "Why is he sleeping?" I don't know, because I can't sleep. And he comes in, he wakes me up. And he goes, "Ask me why I have 2 briefcases." And I'm like, why do you have 2 briefcases? And he goes, "Oh, because this one's for today, you know, and this one's for the challenge." And I go, "What's the challenge today?" He goes, You're gonna run a marathon. You're gonna do the 22.6K, whatever it is. And you're gonna do it on that treadmill over there. The first challenge I did was a Rubik's Cube, and I'm dyslexic. I'm dumb. I don't know how to do a Rubik's Cube. So your first challenge, Rubik's Cube. I was like, "Oh, I don't want to do it." I was like, "On camera, I don't want to do it." He goes, "Just do it for the thing, like kid, you know." Like there was an element of, "Oh, Jake will do what we want because he's in house." You know, that's one of the reasons why they got me.
So they abused him. They abused him. Okay. Because like he's in on everything, so it's like, bro, just do it. Because like you're like, okay, so they're abusing the fact that he's not some random guy. They're abusing the fact that he's not some random guy. I see. I get it. Also, dude, I'm telling you, yo, what if Jimmy did this because he doesn't like this guy? Like, imagine that's the scenario. He hates this guy, right? He hates this guy right here. So he's like purposely like doing shit in this video to just torture him. Like, yeah, run 22 miles. Yeah. Now do like 300 jumping jacks. Yeah, you want this money, boy? Like, dude, he's crazy. Certified stream certified. Thank you for being nice. All right.
Inside guy, so he'll do whatever. We can push him a little extra hard because we know he's good.
Yeah.
We know he's. I couldn't say no to the treadmill thing. Yeah. So I people who run marathons train forever, and it's still hard. Again, writer. Do I look like I run? I don't run. You know, let alone a marathon. Let alone that training for it. So I was in a sunlightless, you know.
Did you try to say no? Like, did you have a choice, or?
Based on the Rubik's Cube thing and based on all the other stuff, like there was so much pressure to just do it, just do the thing, you know. And if I refuse, it's just, well, that's the whole video. I guess the budget's, you know, so much money up in flames because Jake said he wouldn't want to do the thing.
But they could literally just edit. Like, Jake's had enough. His mental's fucking exploding, bro. Just like, let's do one more day and then like call it, and then you can still have the video because Jake's not gonna rat on you if you make him sign an NDA and give him $300,000.
So I wanted to be a good sport, and I wanted to get the boost, and I wanted the cash, and so I started running at 12. I was able to take some breaks, and I asked him, "How long do I have?" He goes, "Until I get back." And I'm running until 3 a.m. And I got off the treadmill. Oh, the blisters I had on my feet were like, you wouldn't believe, just all over, just these big red. I couldn't walk. My muscles were like just the
Dog. Jimmy is a fucking torture expert or what? This guy is nuts. Like, this guy legitimately, not this guy, like, Jimmy's nuts. This guy has trauma. Like, you can see it. Like, visibly, this guy has trauma. From working with MrBeast. Yo, this is the crazy, like, he's legitimately traumatized.
Lactic acid, I got off the treadmill, and then the people that came in to, like, ice my feet, you know, make sure I was good. Then that's when I was like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm out.
Oh, damn.
And that's when I get psych in, and talk to the psych about how I'm not well. And
This guy's like funny, but also like, it's like when he's sad, he's like funny at the same time. Like, bro, he's a whole ass character, bro. He's a whole ass character. Like, not well. Like, bro, you're crying. Okay.
like I said, there was a lot of good people.
I'm feeling bad about his neck.
You gotta pull him out.
You can tell he's
I
gonna
had
be
friends that did some freelance work, and they would tell me, they'd be like, yeah, everyone knows you over there, everybody loves you. They go, oh, Jake Weddle, love that guy. Shame what happened to him.
like he died.
And I asked him, I said, how much longer are you guys gonna keep me in here? And the guy goes, realistically, like at least 7 more days? No.
Long.
And they didn't let me leave right away either. They wanted to make sure, everything was fine. So I just, slept for a while. They turned the lights off. And it's like they brought in all my friends, to make it.
Wait, what? They turned the lights on and brought his friends in? Bro, okay, also, dude, like, people don't understand. They always think this shit's easy. They always think this shit's easy, right? Or they could survive. But I'm telling you, I was in a quarantine hotel for 2 weeks and it broke me on 10 days. I had everything I need, like, for the most part. It's not the perfect setup, but for 10 days, and I was just like, fuck, I'm so angry. Like, I literally lost it. I remember I was crashing out in my hotel room. I was just mad. Like let me the fuck out. And it was 10 days. I had internet and everything. I had internet. I could look outside. I had food delivered. It wasn't bad at all. I was just not it. I've been housebound for a year. Sheesh.
It's like they turned the lights off. And it's like they brought in all my friends, to make it.
Oh, they brought in all their, to like congratulate him?
They brought in all the people I liked. And Jimmy.
Oh,
Then everybody was around me making sure I was good, making sure I was okay. But Jimmy had his he was sitting in the chair turned around like an evil villain. Swear to God. Everyone was looking at me and he was like Lex Luthor over there.
Turned around? Damn.
He turns around, he stands up. He does the exact same thing when he's pretending to have a human connection.
Dog, what are you talking? He's like this? Like, the man's crying. Out here, like, Jimmy's like this? Man's like this? Like, what? Dog, the guy's crying and he just does that? No, my man's going to hell. My man's going to hell, yo. Starts crying. Yo, comedian for sure. Oh God.
When you're watching a video and he's like, oh, stop, you're gonna make me cry. And he like touches his eye or whatever as if he's crying. He's just. I didn't have to pretend to do that shit. She says, as if rehearsed by his lawyers. Yeah, your mental health's the most important thing. I just want to make sure you're okay. And the last thing we want you to do is
kill yourself.
I can almost hear the word Sue come out of his mouth. The S. He just stopped right before it got out.
Yeah. Yep.
I did not get the 300K. What I got. He goes, think of it this way. At least you get to keep what you earned.
Shut the fuck up. Give me my money. Give me my money, bro. You got me running a whole ass fucking triathlon. Whatever, a marathon. You're doing all this shit. I would be like, give me my money or I'm doing it. Dog, because if someone comes out and offs himself because of a MrBeast challenge, his whole shit is done. I'm telling you right now. There is nothing more irreparable than if someone actually does this shit because of MrBeast. Like, if they come out and say, I was tortured, like, imagine like a vlog. Like, the video drops right before it happens. They said, bro, this motherfucker tortured me. And, like, he was doing all this shit. And I just can't go to sleep anymore. Every time I go to sleep, I'm thinking about MrBeast and all his shit. And I just can't do this shit no more. Offs himself. It's over for MrBeast, bro. Give him the 300K, bro. I'm not gonna torture him for 3 weeks and say, nah, you only get two. Like, I think he made like 200K. Like, what is that? That's MrBeast. Thank you. That's literally MrBeast.
You were in there for XYZ days. You did XYZ challenges, so you got, 100,000 some change.
You're lying. Only 100K, bro. I thought he was in there for like 3 weeks. No.
Take. You know how much money I spent in taxes in 2021? I spent $44,000 in taxes alone.
You must have made a lot of money. If you're an individual contractor, dude, 44K in taxes, you must have made like over 200K.
And now I spent all that money on doing stand-up. I bought plane tickets to go do comedy festivals. My family back home, I gave them a bunch of stuff that they needed. And haven't been back on a Beast set in any official capacity or unofficial capacity since then. And then they did the video with somebody else, and they worked out the kinks. And then I'd still gotten some hot water, and I knew it would. And I've wanted to say a lot of this for a long, long, long time. And I feel good now.
Let's
I
go.
to get that off there.
So I just want to hop in here and show some text that Jake sent me after this interview. This is July 29, 2021.
I still couldn't sleep even a few days out, but I almost have my my sleep cycle back on track. Is this MrBeast? I think. But the place how I feel sorry. I was not to lance them and just let them go away with time. I'm mentally still and need to play. I got back on BetterHelp. My therapist is a little. I've gotten back on BetterHelp. Didn't we just watch it? I don't know. Okay, my therapist is a little concerned. We are working on
A
things.
few days after you got out of solitary.
You get taxed on the prize. You get yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean like he made probably 200ish, and then they took. Actually, no, you're right. From a given prize, maybe they just took the 40K from the 100K.
How are you feeling after a few days? Better. I still couldn't sleep even a few days out, but I almost have my sleep cycle back on track. My legs and joints are good, but the blisters on my feet still hurt to walk on. Medical advice I got was not to lance them and just let them go.
This whole video, dude. This whole video is an interview.
I'm mentally still in an uneasy place, but I've gotten back on BetterHelp. My therapist is a little concerned.
He's over here.
We are working on things. Reminder, this is not supposed to be a traumatic life event. This is supposed to be a MrBeast video. Hey, Jake, hope you're doing okay.
Did I move my camera? It's okay.
On you. Hey, I'm good, and I appreciate that. I'm not exactly 100%. I feel like mentally I'm still recovering a bit, but back in therapy, and my therapist is concerned. Haha, but my legs and joints feel better. Like I can walk, but my feet are still covered on those blisters.
Oh, damn.
And those hurt.
I read this.
But I was told the best thing to do is stay off my feet.
So this is not MrBeast. This is somebody else.
I'm in Raleigh with my family. Also, it'll be like a month before I get the money, and they aren't giving me all the money. They're giving me what I won up to that point in the game, which was also a slap in the face. But hey, I'm out. I'm alive. Therapist who knows and cares about you. The whole thing was so fucked, and honestly, fuck them for not giving you the money. Meg and I are wishing you the best with your recovery, and please feel free to reach out if you need anyone to talk to or need a place to crash in New York.
Damn.
Hope you're doing well, man. That video you uploaded is money. So good. I appreciate. I'm doing better physically. Mentally, I'm still kind of in a place. I still can't sleep. I've slept 5 hours in the past 3 days.
Damn.
Included. I don't know what's wrong with me. Lots of thinking, too much, one might say. Hope they're taking care of you where they can. I mean, I was kind of shocked they didn't pay me for the full 25, 30 days. They paid me what I made up to that point. Like, even when we have to pull the plug for my mental health, the mechanism of the game is still at play.
That's what I'm saying. Isn't it weird? Like, oh, like he's actually like dying. And they're like, nah, bro, but the game says you didn't make it, so you didn't make it. It's like, bro, it should be like, okay, either you barely survive and you make it to the end, or like you're almost dead, but you have to come out and then we'll pay you if you're like almost dead. Like, come on, bro. Like, he still has to make the 30 days, like, brother.
Happy to be out. I still can't walk well, but it hurts less. And like, I'm not famous enough to burn a bridge. So at the end of the day, I'm still Jimmy's bitch. Like, if I was Carl and he did that to me, I'd ruin him. and they want to do it again. That could be your leverage. If the guy breaks down also, 2 is better than 1. Yeah, right. I told them everything they did to me that they can't do again in order to make sure the other person doesn't break down as fast.
Bro, that's crazy work.
The way the video is meant to function is the problem. It's a bad idea, full stop.
That is crazy.
Sounds right up Jimmy's alley, but it's morally unethical, like on every level. Off-camera breaks, lights off at night, visitation, take the marathon out. Marathon is a video in itself. You can't expect someone to exert themselves like that for 45 seconds of content. The challenges really made it feel dehumanizing. Felt like a parody of MrBeast. I felt like the homeless guy they could exploit. It felt like if Jeff Bezos had a GIMP. It felt like if Jeff Bezos had a GIMP. Part of me wants the footage burned, and part of me thinks that there's a great horror cut in there. LMAO, he was so fake when he came in and said he cared about my mental health. They must have programmed the care about mental health updates.
Oh, shit.
He said, we also don't want you to... And I swear to our Lord and Savior, he stopped himself from saying sue. Also, as far as like, he could have said no.
Oh, I thought he was going to say, we don't want you to suicide. Shit, that was my mistake. Okay, so, oh my God, I completely misread that. Okay, so he doesn't want him to sue? Oh, hell no, I'm suing. I'm suing the f*** out of MrBeast, bro. Because think about this. Your career's pretty much done with MrBeast anyways. Let's be honest. After this, like, are you really going to go back and do some shit for him? Probably not. So I would sue the f*** out this guy. Sue the living shit out of this guy. Get as much money as you can. Maybe they'll give you the 300K, right? Maybe they'll give you the 400K, whatever. Sue the f*** out of them. Get the money, and then you can just go do something else, bro. Like, screw the industry. Like, screw MrBeast. I'm not trying to work with that dude anyways. You know what I'm saying? Also suicide. Yeah, also no suicide. He's care if he ends up saying he just doesn't want a lawsuit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, right? That's all he cares about is that, like, this didn't break him enough for him to get in trouble. It's a very human project, proceeds to deprive someone. It's literally testing humanity, whether or not, like, dude, it's so crazy.
No, he could have left at any time. I want to show this segment from an internal document at MrBeast called How to Succeed in MrBeast Production. Specifically on page 19, there's a paragraph called No Does Not Mean No. Already insane.
Whoa! Hey, yo! Hey, yo! No does not mean no! This is a crazy sentence. I don't care if you try to spin this to be something else, you cannot make this sentence. This is the nuttiest sentence of all time, yo. Okay, let's read it. I don't know if he's gonna read it, but he might read it. Never take a no at face value. If we need a store to buy everything inside of and you call the local Dollar Tree and the person that says no, you can't film here, that literally doesn't mean shit. Damn! Talk to other employees and see if they are fans, or if they have any kids that are fans. Try talking to their boss's boss. Have me DM them on Twitter and their social team. If all other avenues are exhausted, you are left with a no. That doesn't mean don't try the other Dollar Trees, because the manager of those could be huge fans and willing to bend the rules. Basically, what I'm trying to say is use his influence, and like they might say no, but persuade them with that influence, baby, with that MrBeast aura. I'll try to convey what we call pushing through no. Don't just stop because one person told you no. Stop when all conceivable options are exhausted. This is one of many tools that, when combined, dramatically improve your probability of success when producing here. God damn, this seems like fucking torture though. I understand what he's trying to say. Is like, he's pretty much saying don't give up. Like, don't just get a no and be like, they said no. Like, he's pretty much saying don't give up. But that's like, I would word it like, yo, like, push through. Try, like you gotta try multiple times. Not no means no. Like, dog, this is a terrible sentence. I get the idea, though.
Sort of, it seems to be co-opting the popular anti-rape slogan. Which is a terrible look given the allegations that are going to be coming out very soon. It reads, when dealing with people outside MrBeast Productions, never take no at face value. I'm gonna skip this just
because I already said it. Yeah, my reading is better than his. It's not.
And this idea of like pushing through no's is a big component to working at MrBeast. And the way that it manifests itself a lot of the time is like, a director might tell a producer, hey, we need access to 30 acres of farmland by Tuesday or we lose $500,000. Now, if you're the producer, you obviously know that means get it done or you lose your job. So what can happen is like a producer's calling up farmers saying, hey, I need to use your land. And the farmer might be like, okay, but you know, I have animals, you can't be making really loud noises, no pyrotechnics, and you got to clean everything up. So the producer's sort of incentivized to lie and say, or maybe the producer doesn't even actually know the total contents of the video, right? Things change last second. So they're very like, they're financially incentivized to be manipulative and sort of, they're put in positions where it's like, oh, it's either the producer's job or a civilian's job, like where it talks about, hey, maybe the manager would be willing to bend the rules. Well, you shouldn't really be pressuring civilians to bend the rules that could get them fired, you know?
Yeah.
I'll show you a real life example. This is unused evidence from part 1. I had seen this Reddit post titled MrBeast leaving trash behind and debris at film site in Ayden, North Carolina. Apparently he left a large boat in a pond as well as debris around the film site in the bottom of the pond weeks and weeks after the agreed time frame. This actually rendered it unsafe for campers and almost delayed the camp's opening date multiple times due to not being able to get in contact with MrBeast to get the stuff cleaned up out of the area. So I actually know that this is from a MrBeast video called Protect the Yacht, Keep It. Where at the end of that video, he actually says,
if you're wondering, yes, we did ensure the lake was completely cleaned up after this video. For the love of God, subscribe so we can pass T-Series.
Yeah, so he says at the end of the video that they made sure it was cleaned up. I was actually on site for part of this production. I was at this camp. So I decided to send
You did not say consent is overrated.
an email out to the camp, basically saying, hey, I heard these rumors. I'm investigating similar incidents. And the camp responded, actually not denying the claims, going on to say, I am sure that there are no perfect film productions, just as there are no perfect people. I am grateful for the opportunity that we had to host the production crew, and because grace, or forgiveness, has been offered to me so freely, I will choose to offer the same. So clearly alluding to the fact that there was a wrongdoing by MrBeast production team. And that's like sort of the thing is, if you're around Greenville, you know these stories of people working with MrBeast and it being extremely unprofessional, them not doing what they say.
Greenville.
But they sort of get
Dog,
by
MrBeast
a lot.
is the Drake of North Carolina, Greenville, huh? Is he not?
Their good public image and like, I mean, this camp offered to host them completely for free. And I guarantee, like, if you went to the lake at the camp and you went magnet fishing, like you'd find all sorts of debris that's still there to this day. Like they didn't clean it all up. So in the case of Jake Weddle, like I'm sure that there were producers who were in a position of, hey, if Jake gets out early, we don't have a video and your job is at risk. So there's a tremendous amount of pressure on top of
pressure.
Like
it's like
being delirious
it's
from not sleeping
unsaid
and
pressure.
To just
like you know you're gonna get fired. We can't say it,
you
but
know,
you're
I'm
gonna
sure
get
this
fired.
isn't, like, technically against the Geneva Convention on torture because he wasn't technically a prisoner. Like he could have left at any time, but because of the extreme pressure to stay in, it's not really a reasonable expectation that he could have just, you know, walked.
I mean, I understand, but like, you have your own autonomy. Like, I just don't. What I mean is, I don't know if it would hold up in court. Like, he felt pressure to do it, but like at any point he could have left. But there was pressure. But I mean, there's pressure every situation.
Walked out
because of the implication.
I think Jimmy is a awkward kid who maybe had it a little rough growing up.
I think he got too much power too quick. Too much power too quick, and now he's fucking nuts.
Gotten that, but I do have empathy for it because I had it rough growing up, and I think when you're hyper fixated on something, like I love stand up, he loves YouTube. Everyone fixates on a thing,
just doesn't give a flying.
I think he just wanted to be the best YouTuber so bad, and because the industry's metrics rewarded some not great behavior. If you're just going on autopilot based on what the numbers say, you can do some things that maybe aren't good but reap reward. And I think Jimmy just did what the industry and maybe what this system that we have set up
is rewarding him
demanded. And he didn't care who got hurt. And I think Jimmy surrounded himself with really, really not so great people, and those people were the ones making the decisions. And I want to say, really important, there are so many good people that work at MrBeast who are damn good at their jobs. Like, when Jimmy comes in and asks for something impossible,
they'll figure it out.
It's these people's jobs to do it.
To figure it out.
And they shouldn't be able to make it happen, and they do. And so, I don't think people wanted to talk about stuff because I didn't want my friends to lose their jobs. I don't care about my fucking job. I'll die in a hole. I don't care.
I mean, you're already
I don't
out.
want my friends to lose their jobs.
You're already out. Yep.
I don't want anyone's reputation to be fucked. You know? But let's just go back to my dad for a second, if I may. My dad was like a swim coach, your neighborhood swim team. Everybody loved it. Behind closed doors, he's a real piece of shit. And so when stuff starts hitting the fan, what? Him? No. Surely.
Oh my God, his dad is MrBeast.
And then everyone thought my mom was the bitch, for not But then the news broke, that he did what he did to one of the students of the team.
Yep.
And it's like when that comes out, you're not surprised, You just go. When I saw my dad in the news, I said, "Oh, you idiots!" Like I was like, "No, what?" I was, "Oh, dumbass! God damn it!" But I wasn't surprised.
Damn.
And it was just consequences happening to somebody who was really good at avoiding them for a long time.
Yep.
And
Got greedy.
I don't know. Everybody loves.
Got greedy and got GG'd.
Jimmy.
Goddamn.
And behind closed doors, he is not super great, and that image is
Getting destroyed right now.
cultivated purposefully and intentionally.
Yep.
And it's branding, it's marketing,
Yep.
it's
Goddamn.
Okay, so I guess, just one final question on
Sure.
a serious note. Obviously, the Ava Chris Tyson.
He said one more question on a serious note, as if this entire goddamn interview hasn't been so dead serious. This man has cried like 8 times, has experienced trauma 3 times. Like, bro.
Drama.
He from Amazon? How do you know
that's
that?
a known issue of traditional media. Did you witness or hear about
Why did they zoom in on his...
any sexual misconduct at the company?
It's crazy. I probably hung out with Ava the most out of the main cast, just because I was on Beast Hacks, now Beast Reacts. I don't know if it's still out. That was a lot of fun because it was just being silly and goofy in front of the camera. And Ava was the only person who was willing to film. Everybody else was too busy or didn't want to, and I was just trying to do my job. Sometimes there'd be like an offhanded joke that's a little gross. I mean, I'm a stand-up, so I'm very desensitized to that. I didn't hear anything that was like, whoa, that's crazy. Like when I saw, the reason I messaged you instead of talking to reporters sweetly like I have been was when I saw the Discord stuff. Because when I got there, it was like 2019. So I guess if the timelines add up, that would have been like handled, for lack of a better term. And then they started bringing more people on. Maybe they thought they had that under the rug. All right, we handled that. Now let's bring in some writers. And when I saw it, all that stuff start coming out, and the potentiality, as of this moment of recording. I know this has been happening fast and stuff has been coming out so fast. Just the potential that Jimmy could have been in those Discord chats, or even the potential that he participated in those Discord chats. After the shit he did to me, if you're gonna make fun of my dad, I don't care what happens to me and my career and reputation after this. I had to say some stuff. So.
Okay, hold on. I get what he's trying to say. He's trying to imply that's nuts. Like, all this shit he said was nuts regarding his dad because he might himself be a PDF, okay? But like, I read some of those texts and shit. Like, I'm not saying that, like, okay. I think Ava Tyson and MrBeast have both never done anything legally that would have broken the law or anything, right? They just did, like, I don't know how to say they because I don't know so much about MrBeast, but Ava Tyson did a lot of creepy stuff. Did a lot of stuff that I felt like crossed the border in terms of like what's okay ethically to talk about with children. Well, I don't think neither of them did anything as in like had sex with a minor or like groomed a minor or anything. I don't think so, but I don't know. I just I feel like they were just creepy and like doing, once again, very like things that were like borderline, like like crossed the border of what was appropriate between minors. Sending porn to minors is illegal. Oh shit, I didn't know they. Oh, you're right. They were sharing. Okay, maybe not MrBeast, but you're right. Ava Tyson was sharing. It was sharing. Okay, so that's illegal, but okay, I agree it's illegal, but let's be, yeah, kids, no one's waiting until 18 to watch porn. Okay, I'm just saying.
Whatever happens, happens.
But yeah, that's weird. Once again, that's very okay. That is illegal behavior, but that's also very inappropriate behavior. But like once again, I don't think anyone actually like went beyond that like weirdo shit, right? Like I would hope.
Outside of it, Chris Tyson, did you really see or hear about any sexual misconduct at the company?
I've heard rumors. I can't confirm or deny anything. I don't have any tangible evidence.
Allegations.
I've heard stuff that if it could be investigated, that'd be great. But it's like water cooler talk. But I've heard things, yes, of course. I heard, people have been let go for sexually assaulting some very young people. The idea that Jimmy didn't know
is bullshit.
Or that Jimmy was covering stuff up. He didn't want stuff to come out. He's very careful about his image.
Yep.
The tangible proof that he knew but covered it up. How do you prove that, Well, there was a known sex offender, registered sex offender, convicted sex offender on the registry and everything who worked there. And like you can...
What was that? What does that blur make it so that he can't get in trouble for saying that?
Who worked as a vendor. Well, there was a known sex offender, registered sex offender, convicted sex offender on the registry and everything who worked there. And like you can,
what's the real?
Someone pees in public, you're on the registry, you get it. You can still have a job after you're on the, that's one thing. You go to prison, you get rehabilitated.
You can't clip sing. That's what I'm thinking.
Time, that's fine.
That's what I'm thinking.
There should be rehabilitation in this country. But that guy, from what I hear, I can't confirm or deny. From what I hear, he's on the registry for doing some not great stuff to some underage people, and they knew that.
Oh, that was a picture of the registry.
Channel that has underage people on and around and is targeted to underage people. And they covered up the fact that not only did he work there, but he was like the manager when it all started. And that he knew, and because he'll be in videos, he'll be in thumbnails, he'll be around. And whenever he is, he's wearing a mask. Why would you wear a mask? Why would you conceal?
Are they saying it's this guy? Oh, you guys don't see it. Yo, wait, are they saying it's this guy?
Your face. It's like, what are you concealing? That you are a registered sex offender? And that your face can be looked up on a thing? How much more can you literally cover up a sex offender? With a physical mask? Like, do I have to... Is it more on the nose? Or... I don't know why they let him go, because there's
damn
rumors back and forth. So I don't know why they let him go, but he did leave at one point. Even if that guy didn't do anything, they still knew about it, and he's still around.
And they covered it.
And what if he's one of the people in the Discord servers? What if he's not? I don't know.
Yep.
But when I was there, they called him Delaware. It's like, why do you call him Delaware? I didn't know.
Because they didn't want his name.
Delaware, because he's not allowed to go back to Delaware.
Oh shit!
That's his nickname. Colloquially, like it's Delaware. Don't ask him why. The fuck?
Damn.
Did Jimmy know about it?
The likelihood that he didn't know is astronomically low.
It's 0%. Come on, we're talking about fucking Jimmy here, bro. There would be no reason Jimmy wouldn't know. What I mean is, like, if Jimmy knew and cared, okay, let's be honest. If Jimmy knew and cared, he would have just hired some other fucking guy. Bro, he's got money. He could have just got any other guy, right? He definitely knew, and for some reason, he wanted this guy around. For some reason, he wanted this around. I guess you could use that argument that he could have chose anyone else, so he probably didn't know. I guess you could use that argument, but I just don't find Jimmy being that stupid. Like, not knowing, like, bro, like, really? And whoever knew put a mask around him to hide him. Also, they were not saying his real name. So, like, you're telling me all these things were just for fun? Just a coinky dink? If she's won, she's ready for fun?
Okay, so finally I have a recorded phone conversation. The person on the other end of this line is a different former MrBeast employee talking about Delaware.
Oh, shit?
Also, apparently before this phone conversation got recorded, the person on the other end of the line said that the MrBeast team was actually trying to expunge Delaware's record off the registry, and that's what actually like sparked this person to start recording.
Oh. He's a hard worker.
Because they're scared of Jimmy. And if you really don't do anything in the affidavits or testimonials from people, you have to move very quickly because one of those people are going to go back and say it.
Yep.
Okay, so Reed is MrBeast's former manager who was in the last video telling Jimmy, you know, hey, don't promote gambling to children.
Yep.
So, you know, I think Reed's taken 2 W's this month, you know,
Yep.
Don't promote gambling to children and don't have offenders on payroll.
Yep.
Also, yeah, just from where I'm sitting, it seems extremely unlikely that Jimmy wouldn't know, but you know, I know I'm sure that's the defense he'll go with.
Yeah,
so.
that's the legend. He'll be like, I had no fucking idea, but like, come on, bro. You didn't know? Come on, bro.
Just say preemptively, like, you know, if somehow Jimmy didn't know about Delaware, I think it's still such an extreme level of negligence.
It's like, gross negligence.
You're not doing background checks. You're not. Everyone at your company knows, but somehow you don't know.
Exactly. Everyone's hiding his mask and name.
More of an explanation than just saying, I didn't know. Well, how didn't you know? How did this person get into the company? And you know,
who
a
knew?
Company that makes content for children and is around children. So yeah, Jimmy, I think we need an explanation from you, or you know, your lawyers and PR people and representatives
But
and
still,
spokespersons. And,
why hire him?
on how you
unless you guys have like a connection. Oh my God, is that what he's trying to imply? That they knew each other in the past? Because why would you hire him as anybody? Even if you're MrBeast or like a manager or whatever, why would you hire this guy? What's like the worth out of it?
could have not known that there was an offender at a high level in your company? And while you're responding to that, why not just respond to the allegations of rigging contests?
You got dirt on him?
And selling fake signatures, running illegal lotteries.
Crazy.
You know, the dangerous conditions on the set of Beast games, you should address those too. So yeah, just let us know. Okay, that was my interview with former MrBeast employee Jake Weddle. I know he will be coming out with a longer cut of this interview as well as other content. So I just wanted to shout him out, Jake Weddle.
Oh, he's coming out with stuff. Dog, I hate this set.
I've waited a long time to talk about a lot of this publicly, so thank you for doing what you're doing.
Is the cameraman having a goddamn aneurysm? Focus up, brother! Take your Adderall!
So thank you for doing what you're doing.
That's the water! This guy's breaking down. Get the shot. Get the shot. He's breaking down. Get the shot. Christianity, humanity. Looking like he's torturing him. Doesn't he look like he's torturing him, bro?